You know what time it
Time to
is.
stand up and speak your mind. In this elitist jungle, keep the beats alive. Whether yoga or doja that keeps you high. Gotta stay up, cause on the street you die. Time to wake up and see the light. Stop counting sheep, seize your life. Free your eyes and see suns rise on the horizon. Where the street meets the sky. The master's ignorance feeds our master's greed.
And read some chapters, please. What's up? What is going on? Everybody. Thought I would do something a little different tonight. It's a nighttime, making night moves, working on the night moves. Seems like there are some crazy times happening right now, doesn't it? 15,000 people sentenced to death in Iran for protesting. That's some heavy shit. Certainly puts things into perspective, doesn't it, a little bit? I mean, for protesting, 15,000 people sentenced to death. Just reminds me of how grateful I am to live in this beautiful, wonderful country, the United States of America. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Is the question. Let's just breathe a little bit. Let's just breathe a little bit. Man, I there are no words for that. That's scary stuff. That because the women over there, they're being, basically these people are being sentenced to death because of their choice of clothing. Because of their clothing choices, they're being sentenced to death. Farfetnugan. That deserves a fuck. Wow. That is really hard to fathom. Really hard to fathom. I don't even know what to say about that. You know? Other than thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Those words seem to ring a little bit more true, a little bit, today. Not that they didn't for me anyway. I mean, they do for me. Today was an interesting day, tough day. Today was a tough day. But a good day as well. You know, spent the day with my mom, spent the day with my daughter, mom and daughter, so tres generations, compadres. It was, it was good. It was good. It was a good day. Baby girl's calling grandma. Grandma! She's just talking up a storm. And then the cool thing is the more time my mom spends with her, the more time my mom understands her words, baby girl's words. And so she's starting to be able to communicate more. The two of them are communicating. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really, it's joy. Joy. There's joy. So there's joy. There's darkness and there's joy. There's darkness on the other side of the world. I mean, there's darkness happening right here in this country. We've got darkness. But then there's joy. Yeah. You know, darkness and joy. Yeah. Little somber tonight. I'm a little bit somber tonight. It happens though. And it happens. What else have I been thinking about lately? There's got to be some other. Did some changes around the house. Pulled all the stuff out. Did like the whole clean under the couches and moved some stuff around a little bit as I cleaned, and I felt like it was time to do something different. Hence, doing something different on the mic with the microphone. I saw one of these cat. I think I might have stolen it from somebody. I might have stole it, but that's okay because I thought it was a cool idea. Just hold the mic, you know. It's a comedian dude does a podcast, and he's a good one. Giannis Pappas. And I recently saw his Instagram, and I was looking at his Instagram, and I saw that he had a bunch of, looks like he's sitting there with a mic like this, using this particular mic. This is the SM58. I always get this one and the 57 confused. But this is a good live mic. This is a mic that's very popular and very durable for on-stage work. I like it because it's cheaper than that one that all the podcasters use. This is like $100 mic. And I like the way it sounds when you can use it to kind of modulate your voice if you wanted to. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. How did I get to that? I don't even know. Oh, doing something different, changing the house. Full circle, Mo Designs. Full circle. What are we going to do, man? Oh, just on another tip for you guys. I got lots of tips for you guys. There's a new show on Netflix, new series. It's called Ancient Apocalypse, and it's really cool by a dude named Graham Hancock. It's really cool. It's a trip, actually. It's a trip. Ancient Apocalypse. Ancient Apocalypse. Ancient apocalyptic voodoo. Who do the voodoo? You do. You do. I don't really have shit to talk about tonight. Ooh, got some cards here. Let's see. I am more energetic, focused, and purposeful when I am nicotine-free. I am improving my self-concept when I am nicotine-free. The spit bottle is disgusting. I am creating positive change in me when I am nicotine-free. My overall health is improved when I am nicotine-free. I am capable of change. Smoking creates difficulty breathing. I am setting a better example for my daughter when I am nicotine free. The spit from chewing is disgusting. I save money when I am nicotine free. I am no longer a slave to nicotine. I am creating an opportunity for longer life when I am nicotine free. I am free to be me when I am nicotine free. I have to hide chewing from others, and I feel shame about that. Thought that was going to be another nicotine-free one. Chewing creates hacking up in my throat. I am nicotine-free. I am nicotine-free. Affirmations, man. Some affirmation stuff going on there. I am living in a free country. I am free to protest my government. I am free to wear clothing of my choice. I am free to be a free woman in this country. I am free. I am grateful to be free in the United States of America. I am grateful when I am nicotine free, when I am free from sentence of death. It's really hard to understand how people in this country think we should burn down this entire system. Like, we live in you can go out and wear what you want. Women can go out and wear what they want. I mean, you can walk around with bunny rabbit ears on your head and, you know what I mean? And not be afraid of getting sentenced to death. And then you can go out and protest your grievances in a group of people without getting sentenced to death. I mean, shit. You could burn down your fucking neighborhood and not get sentenced to death. For real. Think about all of the riots that happened just recently after COVID and after George Floyd. And none of those people were sentenced to death on a massive scale. 15,000 people sentenced to die. Holy shnikes, Batman. Like, that's, I'm certainly grateful that I'm certainly grateful. If I wanted to go out and dress like a woman today and date a man, I could go do that. I'm free to go do that. As much grief as anybody might give me about it or whatever, I'm free. And so are you. You're free, without fear of sentence to death. That fucking. Oh my God. That's America's great, period. That's it. Done deal. Do we have issues? Yep. America's fucking great. Land of the free, home of the brave. Done deal. That shit's like pure fucking evil over there in Iran. Pure evil. That's evil. That's dictatorship. That's evil. Whoa. Oh, yeah, yeah. Fucking perspective, man. And that's why we don't give up our guns either. Because if the government were to come and say that, we'd be like, nice try. Nice try. Yeah, you ain't sentencing all of these people to die for protesting. Sorry, ain't happening. And I promise all the LGBTQ people, if you guys were sentenced to die for protesting that, I would stand up with my right to bear arms and my voice and defend your lives. That's what I would do. And I'm a conservative person. And I would do the same for, because that's your right to choose who you want to be. That doesn't mean you get to act like a bunch of spoiled brats and cancel everybody. Absolutely not. But I would still defend your right to, be gay, be what, you don't say. You can do that here in this country, and people make some jokes about it, but they're just jokes. You're not being sentenced to death. I mean, and that's true. That's the truth. That's just, man. It feels totally different with the microphone in my hand like this. Like, it feels completely and totally different. It's totally different, man. Should probably go and yeah. 16 minutes in, that's it. Honestly, I just wanted to try this new setup that I got. I rearranged the desk and wanted to sit here with this microphone and do this baloney like this. And then when I sat down, the first thing I could think about was that 15,000 people. It's been on my mind. I guess I was listening to Joe Rogan and Giannis Pappas. That's why Giannis Pappas is on my mind. And Yanni was on the Rogie, Yanni and Rogie, and they were talking about that a little bit. And I've seen it on social media. And it's a scary thing. It's pretty insane. And for me, again, it reminds me that how grateful I am to live here, that my daughter gets to grow up here in this country. As flawed as she is, people aren't being sentenced to death for allowing a woman to choose not to wear a hijab or not to wear some shit on her face, not to fucking be a slave. Women, and they're women. I mean, these are women who know what women are. Women are fighting for their rights right now in 2022. Not that not that the year matters. Fuck. I mean, I don't even know if Putin is fucking that fucked up. I mean, yeah, he invaded Ukraine and all of that, but is he that fucked up as like Iran, like sentencing people? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just wondering. That's a question that pops in my head. Is Putin that evil? I mean, are we that evil? You know how many innocent people died from drone strikes that we ordered? That's, but in the end, we're over there fighting that pure evil. That's part of the reason that, our boys come home from fighting over there and they talk about pure evil and they've seen it and looked it in the eye. And that's, I've heard it from multiple different veterans who come home from Iraq and Afghanistan. Pure evil. And we're getting a taste of that right now. And it makes home fucking that much more important. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight against my fellow Americans. I don't want to fight red or blue. I want to fight against the tendency for government to overstep, overreach, or ideology, religion, to overstep, overreach. People on the right with this moral superiority, this Christian superiority. Listen, I'm a Christian. But we don't get to go around telling everybody what to do in a free society. The society the peace in the society is, we need peace to live and let live. It's God's job to judge. God gives us choice. You can choose to follow God or you can choose to follow Satan. And then your eternal damnation or salvation is up to you. So that's what this country provides, that choice. God gave us the choice. We don't choose for each other. We let each other choose. We set some rules down, some boundaries, some guidelines to follow that we can all sort of agree on. And then we move forward together. And we ensure that governments don't dictate the lives of 15,000 people. That's wild. How are they gonna go through with that? Firing squad, fucking mow them down with machine guns. Put a bunch of IEDs on them. Fucking martyr vest. Them all. Boom, pow, pow, boom, 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 boom. Beheadings. Whew. Let that sink in a little bit. How far are they? What? I mean, 15,000 rounds, that's a lot of ammo. That's a lot of fucking ammo. 15,000. Man. Those people are truly victims. Truly victims. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it unfolds. It's gonna be interesting to see how the world unfolds with this news. I mean, we've already got the thing in Russia going on. Wow, it's pretty intense, actually. It's pretty intense. Bringing down the mood. Bringing down the mood. Yeah. Anyways. What else could we look at? Should I go through these again? I am nicotine free. Oh, name the dog. Got a name for the dog. The dog's name is going to be Zoe. Zoe. Little Zoe. So my last dog's name was named after a character from the show Firefly, Inara. And in keeping with that tradition, she'll be Zoe. And I wasn't sure about that yet, but when I said the name Zoe, the mini-me immediately repeated it, Zoe. And I was like, oh, that's it. You like that. She liked that. So Zoe it is. She is a puppy. We're working on all of the sit, stay, no, don't, off the couch, off the bed, no face-to-face, no jumping, no chewing on that. That's not yours. Okay, go lay down. We're eating dinner. No, that's no, those aren't your french fries. Oh, Jesus. No, that's not your stuffed animal. No. And then teaching the little one, hey, just tell Zoe no. Just say no. Just, oh, I'm so scared. I'm going to hide under the table. Yeah, they're learning. They're learning. They're learning. We're all learning. I said that to my daughter. Hey, she's a puppy, just like your little, just like your little girl. She's a little girl, and we have to teach her. We have to teach her how to act and how to grow up, and we have to teach her what's right and wrong. And I'm learning too, and we're all learning together how to be with one another. Seriously, that 2.5-year-old, she needs, it's something new in her environment for her to have to deal with and learn to cope with, and learn, sharing. She has to learn sharing. It's so good for her. It's so good for me, learning how to be with the dog and my daughter, and how I portray myself towards the dog teaches my daughter how I treat other animals and how she will treat animals. So you got to be the alpha for the dog, but at the same time not be overbearing with my voice and my tone, so that it's tricky. It's tricky, to say the least. It's a little bit tricky. I've been finding just, don't say any words to the dog. Just grab the dog, take the dog, lay the dog down in her bed and stay. Don't, fucking go lay down. She's a good girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the puppy. Oh, yeah. We're going to make the marker here. Another 10 minutes of me with nothing else to say other than 15 fucking thousand. It's good to pay attention. It's good to recognize that there is great evil still in this world, and yet we are living in the safest times in human history. The safest times. The safest times in human history. Pretty amazing. Puppy snoring. I'm pretty tired. It's a long day. It was a pretty long day. Pretty emotional day. Pretty emotional day. Our parents getting older, as our parents get older, it gets tough. It's tough to watch. It's tough to be a part of it. It's tough to experience it. It's really tough. And as much as I want to be strong and I want to accept what's happening, and it's difficult to know what to do, and it's difficult to know how to be, and it's difficult to watch, and it's just fucking difficult to be an adult. It can be really difficult. And so, man, seriously, it's and I'm of that age, right? I'm of that age, 44, 45, where our parents are getting older, and I have a young daughter who's really, really young for a guy my age. That's pretty young. And so that's all brand new, the daughter thing. And then mom getting older and, needing more help is new. And those two things are happening at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot, man. Don't let anyone tell you that ain't a lot, motherfucker. That's a lot, man. So, yeah. That's why it's so important for them to spend time together. Working on finding a place for my mom that's closer. She's like an hour away right now, and that makes it difficult for us to spend time together. So looking at maybe finding a place for her that's closer to here. And we were out looking at some spots today. Shit, son of a bitch, there's actually one of these units, one of these houses down the road here, like 4 doors down and across the street, is actually for lease. Oh shit, Mom. Fucking right down the street. You know? But then another one of these places we were looking at today has a pool. It's a complex. It's a nice, it's a nice complex, nice community, and they have this freaking bitchin' sick pool with this entry ramp that goes in that has handrails and stuff. So it's like, boom, old people friendly. You know what I mean? Cottonhead friendly. It's freaking the Cottonhead ramp going down into the pool. I'm like, Mom, this place is kind of nice. That's kind of nice, My mom, the last time she had a pool, like 5-6 years ago, and she was going and swimming in that pool every day, and it was really good for her to get that fucking exercise, to get the exercise. And so she hasn't had one, and I would really like to get her in one. I think it would really help her to float and be able to move, and because the old walking is tough. Which reminds me of something that we've mentioned and I've talked about before, was the fact that watching my daughter learn how to walk and how difficult it is to learn how to walk and how much pain we go through. And here we are, fucking decades later, still standing, still walking. That whole column just breaks down. But when you're floating in the water, man, you can sort of be weightless and still get the motion of those joints without that vertical gravity pull. Without needing a Saturn V rocket to fucking boost you against the gravity of Earth pulling back on you. I know about gravity. I mean, we all know about gravity, but I know more than you or some about gravity. This is what I'm getting at. I know more because I ride a skateboard. But truthfully, I talked about this with the homie. We've talked about this, about how we as skateboarders, we take hits, we fall, we take spills on a regular basis that a lot of people don't take in their entire lifetimes. I mean, we watch people take spills in videos and stuff when they fall, and it's funny, but I mean, I fall like that shit all the time. Like, I've taken some slams. And that's gravity is no joke. That shit just takes its toll on all the freaking areas, dude. Wrists, elbows, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Not to mention the freaking injuries I have from the Navy, my shoulder, my back, my knees. That, I have injuries from that are lifelong too. I sound like a fucking little bitch, don't I? I sound like a bitch. But gravity, man, is what I was getting at. And old age. And 15,000 freaking... Just think about that for a second. To what do I have to be afraid of? You know? Some joker kicking in the door, bust a cap in his ass. You know, dying on the freeway. But I don't have to worry about what I'm saying here on this podcast. I can say whatever I want pretty much. As long as I'm not threatening anybody, and I'm not doing that. I'm you know. 15,000, man. Peace.
You know what time it is.
Time to stand up and speak your mind. In this elitist jungle, keep the beats alive. Whether yoga or doja that keeps you high. Gotta stay up, cause on the street you die. Time to wake up and see the light. Stop counting sheep, seize your life. Free your eyes and see suns rise on the horizon. Where the street meets the sky. The master's ignorance feeds our master's greed. Open your mind and read some chapters.